She turned around to find Sanders very worried.
Before I could even say anything, he was just like, ma'am, you got to get off the street.
MSNBC's Chris Matthews was on Morning Joe to take a shot at Bernie Sanders. Now, the reason I'm sharing this, because this isn't, anything unique, but the reason I'm sharing this is because Chris Matthews is not only wrong on the points he makes here, but he is literally wrong about the hypothetical that he presents. Watch.
It's sort of like the question pollsters ask, who cares about people like you? And my question is a little more direct than that. Suppose you're lying on a road hurt. Maybe you've had something happen to you. You fainted, whatever happened. Which of the candidates would stop their car and get out and help you? Which of them? Ask yourself that question, and you got your candidate, I think. Because I'm not sure about all of them. I've been polling this sort of in, I think Biden wins that one pretty easily. I think Elizabeth maybe. I don't think Bernie wins it. Do you? Honestly? Think Bernie would stop and help you? I'm not sure.
Well,
I know these are tough questions. They cut to the gut, but they are the question you got to ask about. Will this person help me when I need them? Because the rest is BS. It's all speech writing.
Okay, so I'll say, yeah, I think Bernie would help me. But
you're covering yourself. Joe, you're covering yourself.
All right. Chris Matthews is such an idiot. Bernie Sanders has a 40-year record of fighting to guarantee everybody health care. Bernie Sanders got Amazon to raise their wages. Bernie Sanders has stood up to the political and corporate establishment his entire career, and it has not benefited him. Most people didn't know who Bernie was till 2016 because he was so sidelined. So before I get to the issue with his hypothetical here, which again, is literally wrong. I want to show you so he starts his analysis here, so-called analysis, saying pollsters usually ask questions like, which candidate cares most about you? Well, if Matthews bothered to do any research at all, he would know that Bernie wins those polls over and over and over and over again. Here's just a few examples. This Quinnipiac poll, which candidate do you think cares the most about people like you? Sanders, of course, wins it, 24%, Biden 19%, Warren 18%, Buttigieg 8%. Another poll here reported on by a CT Post. Sanders is viewed as the most honest Democratic candidate for president by 28% of Democratic voters and independent voters who lean Democratic, followed by Biden and Warren, who receive 15% apiece, and Buttigieg with 11%. Sanders and Warren are at the top on the questions of which candidate, quote, cares most about people like you, as Sanders gets 28%, Warren receives 24%, and Biden gets 14%. Now, this shouldn't be surprising to anybody, let alone people that are paid millions of dollars to report on politics, because this is a stat that has been well known since 2016, as CNN's Jake Tapper tweeted out here back 4 years ago, almost exactly 4 years ago, about this poll from the Des Moines Register, saying the same thing. Which candidate cares the most about people like you? Sanders wins it with 51% over Clinton at 37%. But apart from that, which, again, if you did any research at all, you would already know this, Chris Matthews and his hypothetical here. If you're in the middle of the street, which candidate would help you? We already have an answer on how Bernie Sanders would react because this actually happened to somebody.
Wednesday evening, Amy ventured onto Massachusetts Avenue, heading to a music lesson on Capitol Hill.
Went straight past under Sanders.
She turned around to find Sanders very worried.
Before I could even say anything, he was just like, ma'am, you got to get off the street. There's incoming traffic. And the only thing that could come out of my mouth was, oh my goodness, are you Senator Sanders? And he was just like, yes, but you have to get off the street.
Amy quickly made it back to Sanders. She's not sure what would have happened if Sanders hadn't been there. She's just glad he was.
So it's already happened. Chris Matthews, his hypothetical is literally wrong because this already happened and Bernie Sanders helped the person. So that was back in October 2018. You can go back and read that story again. I always link to all my sources below the video in the description box. Look under the title sources. You'll see all the sources I use. You can read the story about that, watch the whole clip about that. But I want to give you a shout out here to Spitting Back on Twitter for making this connection that I was able to make here, but because of it. So give Jeff here a follow, again, at Spitting Back on Twitter. And he also added this to his clip, which I want to share as well.
Some of you know they were in some. Oh my God. I will tell you is there is one issue out there. Oh God. All right, we have a medical issue? Okay, can we get a medic over here? Okay, take a break for a minute.
Will this person help me when I need him? Do you, honestly, think Bernie would stop and help you?
Okay, so I'll say, yeah, I think Bernie would help.
All right. And I'm not even sure if it's necessary to do a video on this, because honestly, I think most people, even if you maybe don't support Sanders, you support a different candidate, maybe even if you're a conservative, you would still understand that Bernie Sanders is an authentic person and actually cares for people. This is obvious if you've paid any attention at all to any of his campaign events, anything he says, anything he's done, his 40-year record, anything. But these idiots on television, namely Chris Matthews here, I mean, a lot of these people, they're simply paid to push propaganda. Now, some of them are, knowingly they're propaganda artists. Others are hired because they're stupid and will just take orders. I think that's more the Chris Matthews angle here. And other people, it's a combination. They're siloed. They're living their own world. They have no connection to the outside world, outside the 1%. They get paid a lot of money. So they have a certain worldview that just has no connection at all to the 99% of people living in the country. So who's watching this crap anymore? Who's watching MSNBC and taking any of this crap seriously? Just do some basic research and you would know that most of the crap that comes out of their mouths, there is nothing to it. And I think Chris Matthews showed here that this is a guy who has been on television way too long.